Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justinTime Accessories. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
The one thing that I found out in my life is that God doesn't bless who you pretend to be.
Ooh.
He blesses who you really are.
Oh my goodness.
And a lot of people are trying to put on a facade of who they really want to be, and I'm telling them, if you're honest with where you are right now, that's the only way you can move to where you really want to be.
Okay.
Now I'm from the Midwest, so I don't know how to get to every place, so I put it in the GPS. The first thing the GPS asks you is, can I use your location?
Okay.
And I think too many people are saying they're somewhere that they're not. And if they could actually, in 2024, say, you know what, I want to go to somewhere different, but I got to be honest about where I am right now.
Okay.
All right. That's the word and the message for the day. Amen and amen and amen. Welcome back to the Anthony Brown Show, the segment that we call the ATL Friends and Family. I'm yours truly. You got it. You guessed it. Mr. Anthony Brown himself. Hey, it's so great to be back. And as I often tell you guys, every week I can't do this by myself. I have to call on my tribe, my family, my friends, my extended family. But before I bring them on, let me remind you guys, what are y'all waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. It's free. Just click the button. That way you'll be notified every time we go live or every time we post anything new on this channel. You'll see it first. You know what I'm saying? And also, click the like button. That way YouTube knows that you appreciate what we're doing over here. And they then will share our material with other people with similar interests so the family can grow. And while we're live, go ahead and write your comments below or come on live. I'll put the link in the description below so you can join the discussion, either virtual or live. And last but not least, they say sharing is caring. So go ahead and click the share button so that your friends and family can come over here and see what the craziness is all about, and they too can join the family. So I'm joined tonight by none other than my brother from another, my little / big brother. I wouldn't trade him for nothing in the world. I love him dearly. None other than ladies love him, girls adore him. Mr. Legacy the Great. Welcome to the show, Legacy.
ATL in this biatch.
There you go. Y'all pray for him. He can't help it. How's it going, Mr. Legacy?
Oh man, just enjoying my drink.
Was it your smoothie?
No smoothies. It's just straight juice. Apple, green apples, kale, little cayenne pepper, celery. What else? It's a bunch of different green things that's supposed to help with blood flow. circulation throughout the whole body. Men, if you take this on a consistent and you're having
Does that help with that thing?
It stretch it out a little bit longer.
You just Nas and T. You can't help yourself. Hey Tina, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the show. Click the like button.
Is that Miss Tina Moe? Where's she been at all these years?
And definitely hit that share button. Welcome back.
Hey, Miss Moe.
And of course, I'm also joined tonight by none other than the one with the voluptuous, juicy, bodacious, gargantuous cakes on this side of the Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? You know, we tried Sarah Lee, Duncan Hines. You know, none of them had nothing on us. Them couldn't give us what we was looking for.
Them bitches couldn't give you nothing you were looking for?
Them had nothing. We couldn't.
Bitches.
Okay, you're a good lip reader. You know what I'm saying? So we had to call on none other than Miss Juicy herself. Hey, Juicy Cake.
Hey, blessings, everyone. How are you? Listen, I'm back here laughing. You is too funny. You are too funny.
Were they laughing about your Juicy Cakes?
Yeah, because I'm in PetSmart, so you loud.
So you in PetSmart, so you got all the dogs over there.
Yeah, they want some milkshake. Back down.
Okay.
Sit, boo-boo, sit.
Good dog, bro.
Yes.
And of
Y'all
course,
too much.
I'm also joined tonight by none other than my sister, Miss Light Bright, the very beautiful, the very lovely Tyson's mama, Miss Tayama Sweetness.
Hey everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Child, listen.
Okay. What's going on, Miss Tayama?
Not much. A little bit of this, a lot of bit of that.
Did Tyson get back in school this week?
Let me that man say he dropping out.
He's dropping out of kindergarten. Wait, this because then he gets skipped. He said
Let me tell you, he wound up getting sick.
He
went by for one day, and he been skipping all the other days. I literally took that boy to school yesterday. We get to the school, he wasn't having it. So I told the lady, I'm gonna check him right back out. He don't want to stay, he ain't gotta stay. So you
just let him have his way.
Pretty much.
Yeah, a 2-year-old dropout.
That's what his Uncle Tony told him today.
Listen,
he need
Uncle Legacy to drop him off because he'd been totally dropped off. We drop off, we don't drop out.
He don't make no decision on whether he want to go to school or not.
Okay, so who wanna be on roll call? I'll pay you $50 a day for pick up and drop off. Who wants to do it?
I wouldn't need no money to drop my nephew off if I was close. I just get his ass dropped off. I holler at you round 3.
Because all I can tell you is that man ain't gelling with what y'all talking about.
Tony.
Pineapple said he don't like it.
Listen, 1 week, if I was close and I could get to Thelma and she was close and I could get to Tyson, 1 week of dropping Tyson off at school. The only thing Tyson will be fighting at is, Mama, don't give me the Uncle Lex. But once he in that car seat, and I get to that daycare, that school, let's go. He might be saying nigga in the back of his mind, but he's behind going in that building.
Let me tell you, he'll go in the building. That ain't the problem. You ain't leaving him in the building.
Who? I'm gonna show you how to do Houdini.
What don't he like about it?
I'm leaving.
Because that's
Mm-hmm.
what make me question it. But you
Let,
leaving something there ain't worthy
yeah,
enough for you
let
to
me tell
stay.
you, that's what my little sister Trista at. Trista like, oh no, why my baby don't want to be there? Why he don't want to be there?
Oh,
Yeah.
stop it. Let's stop it. Because the week or
Whatever.
two that he no, the week or two that he was going, he
He
was in
loved it.
there. And he was
Right.
telling her, bye-bye, get the hell on.
That's why I'm saying, so what made the change? Because
Because
you gotta pay attention to this.
listen, let me tell you, and I told y'all this before. When I had Naya, I had Naya the first 18 months where she was home with her daddy every day. I took Naya to daycare. When Naya started going to daycare, Naya, when I got ready to drop Naya out, Naya was trying to get to the door too. First 2 weeks, she listen, you can stay here. I'll be back to get you. After a while, the same way everything in life breaks, it becomes routine. That becomes routine. Ain't nobody did nothing to Tyson because Tayama examine him every day.
Right. If somebody did something to Tyson, the school would already been on fire.
Ain't nobody dead. Ain't nobody did a goddamn thing to Tyson.
Listen, hold on. Let me finish all the pleasantries and my introductions. And I'm also joined by none other than my other brother from down south, my Hispanic brother, my light-skinned brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, my new road dog, my new partner in crime, especially in the notary business. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this thing without him. I'm calling on him. Jose, what they saying? What they saying? You know what I'm saying? So none other than Boynton's Mobile Notary.
Boynton's Mobile. Hello, everybody. It's been a while.
Hey, Ho and Zay.
How you guys doing?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm all right. I thought I was never gonna come in.
You know, some of these people long-winded, like preachers.
Well, Miss Juicy is muted, so
Well,
it's only
I
Legacy, of course.
I about to say, well, you know, I'm a minister of wellness, so you know we gotta preach every now and then. But dang, I'm not that one
Oh,
today, huh?
okay.
Tina Mo, I want to know where you been at. It's been a while, Miss Mo. Who is Pineapple? Put what Pineapple said. I could not understand that.
She was talking about Tyson said he don't like that lady.
Oh, it's more than one lady in there.
That part.
Tayama, have you went to jail?
No, I ain't go to jail. I like everybody there.
Exactly. So that's how I know ain't nothing went on with Tyson because everybody's still over there upright.
Exactly.
It could be that Mama just missed Tyson being home with her because
That's
she
what.
been teaching him for the last
Oh,
2 years.
let me tell you, you don't even know. Mom ain't been nowhere to be found. That's probably the problem too.
Listen. Quick question. Would you rather read all of your text messages from this week from your phone right now on the screen out loud to the world, or would you rather show all the pictures in your phone? Which would you rather do?
You mean like right now?
If you had a choice, which one would you rather do?
Right now.
Yes.
I'll show the pictures on my phone to bore you guys to death.
If I show the pictures in my phone, we're gonna get shut down.
That's why I'm saying that I choose that.
You mean the pictures in our photos or the ones sent to us?
All of them.
He was clear
Whether they
in your phone.
took them, they're still in your same gallery.
No, because some that are sent to me aren't in my gallery. That's what I was asking. So if I just have to show all the pictures in my phone gallery,
Yes.
Nah, sorry.
I can do that.
Can't
Yeah,
see
I can do
that.
that.
You can do that, Juicy.
I can do that.
So we gonna see what Ed working with.
Boring pictures. Look. Boring, boring, boring. I'll show you everything. There's nothing here to watch. Oh, IDs. I may have some IDs here for my notary work. I can't show those. Privacy. You know.
So what you hiding in the what you hiding in the text messages that you can't allow the text messages to be read?
Because I got too many Anthony Brown,
It's too
and
many.
we hear all night all the Anthony Brown text messages.
You know, and I think other people would be upset about me showing my text messages, especially within
Your
this
what?
last week.
Wait, what'd you say? Show your
I
what?
said the people who sent the messages to me would be upset about me showing the
Oh,
messages,
okay.
especially from this week.
I heard a word there that
That
threw
you
me
thought,
off a little bit.
thought you
He
heard.
thought you said showing your titties.
Yeah. No, not titties. Tits.
Tits and titties.
No, because text and text, tits and text.
Gotcha. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what words sounded close.
So me personally, I would rather read my text messages in my phone as opposed to showing my pictures. Because if I show my pictures, this YouTube channel will get shut down permanently.
I dare you to
Right.
show one. I dare you to show one of those. Just one. Yeah. Right, you pervert.
Here's another. Would you rather?
Oh, this is an easy one. Please.
Would you rather have McDonald's fries or Burger King fries?
Come on, that's a no-brainer.
I used to like McDonald's fries over everybody fries except for Checkers.
Checkers.
But definitely now I choose Burger King fries because I mean, if I didn't know the information that I know, that they're really not giving us with the McDonald's fries the real potatoes, then it would always be McDonald's. But Burger King has a better fry if you can get them fresh out the grease now. For me.
Well, you only given us two options. So I prefer McDonald's, but if you gave me an option of all of them, Burger Five would be my either Burger Five or Five Guys would be my favorite because they're truly the best. But Burger King.
My internet acting up. Juicy, which one would you
Burger
rather
King
have?
would be
Burger
very
King fries
low
or McDonald's
on that list. Point to one of them, Juicy. Left or right?
I'm not eating all of that poison.
But if you had to point to yourself with one or the other, which one would it be?
I can't. The McDonald's fries actually sent me to the hospital the last time I ate them, and I ended up having my whole appendix removed because it stopped me up. I will never go back to McDonald's. I don't even want their paper towels. I don't even want to go into I don't want their air. And Burger King, no. Burger King, when I was growing up, there was someone in the Burger King on Dixie Highway, right there in 10th Street, 10th Avenue. And
Where?
he came in Lake Worth.
Okay.
And he played with himself and came inside the mayonnaise. I don't go to Burger King. I ain't been to Burger King since I was a kid. I do not do that. Heck no. I'll go to Five Guys because I see all them potatoes sitting inside the restaurant and they got peanut oil right there. I know that I'm eating potatoes
You can
and
see
peanuts.
You can see it all.
Right. I ain't going nowhere else.
Yeah, no, Burger Fries. And like you said, they fry them in peanut oil and it's just they're like homemade fries.
Right. So
Absolutely. Burger Five, baby.
So out of
More money though, a lot more money.
Out of the two, Jose, which one was your choice?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I choose Burger King.
it's okay. It's a cultural thing.
What the fuck?
Well, legacy. You said Checkers. Imagine that. I mean, come on. Who goes to Checkers?
A lot of people go to Checkers. Tony goes to Checkers. Checkers is one of the fastest growing burger chains in the United States of America.
Right. They're so fast they're not building any on around here.
I don't know where you building that, but Tony, ain't it the Checkers right down the road from your house?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one that's right. It's one down. It's one on damn near every block over here. You live in the country? I forgot.
Huh?
You live in the
You must live in the country part of because they building Checkers everywhere.
No, they're not.
You live in the
They
suburbs.
just built one where I'm at right now.
Where do you live?
I'm in the Cape Coral, Fort Myers area.
Yeah, but where in Cape Coral?
What do you mean? Why would I give a direct direction?
Did I tell you to give me direct direction? No. North.
You said where at in Cape Coral?
South Cape Coral. East, west.
Near the coral under the cape.
Jeez.
Yes,
Are you in
thank
the
you.
water where the canals are?
There you go, Juicy. Up under the cape.
Listen,
Jesus.
I saw this picture on Instagram, and the caption read, "If you don't eat this, then you must not be black." Well, I must not be black because one, I don't even know what the fuck it is. So, what the hell is that?
What are you talking about?
Alligator arm.
Oh my God.
The caption had read, "You must not be black if you don't eat this." So I must not be black.
I ain't black enough.
So you said it's alligator arm?
It looks like either that or iguana arm.
What do you think it is, Jose?
There's only one Checkers in Cape Coral. One Checkers in Cape Coral.
What did I just say? That they just built it.
Imagine, you're talking shit then. You sound like there's 10 of them around you. There's only
They're
one.
all around in West. You stay right there. Stay right there if I can get your ass tonight. Don't bitch tonight now. I'm going to make you cry on here tonight now.
No Checkers in your area.
Alligator arm.
There is a checker in my area.
Hello? Hello?
Go ahead, Tony.
We moved on. We moved on.
That looks like I don't know. It looks like an iguana. Is that an iguana?
Look like an iguana arm.
Yeah, an iguana leg. They don't have arms. They have legs.
Whatever the hell it is, I know I never had it. So
that you know of.
I know I ain't never had it. Like I said, the captain read, if you're not black, you're not black if you ain't never had this. So I'm
Tony, what is the rest of the stuff on the plate? Look like some broccoli or something?
There's a shrimp there in the middle. There's broccoli.
Yeah, I can see broccoli. That's all I can
there.
say.
Alligator soup. Do you know the answer to what it's on that plate?
Yeah, I'm not black.
Alligator arms. I don't know. Alligator soup. That's a soup. If it's coming on my plate,
if it's coming on my plate like that, I don't want it.
Chantel Johnson.
For the viewers watching, do y'all have any clue what that is? And if so, would you eat it?
Miss Johnson, you don't want any?
No, I don't want no alligator. Well, this one's $17.99.
There's only one Checkers in Cape Coral.
And he's at it again.
Tony, can I get off?
My question is, what would you do?
in the bottom of the thing in there.
So what would you do if that snake, you looked at it in your back patio and you saw that?
I mean, what? I mean, it looked like it ate. It looked like it's full. So I mean, it's a huge snake. I mean, what can you do? Get the hell on.
Shoot
That thing
it.
was bigger than the wall.
Huh?
Shoot it.
It was bigger than the wall.
Get a rifle and shoot it.
And shoot it.
Absolutely. Pump
Chantel
100 bullets into that thing.
Chantel Johnson says, hell no to the no.
That's a big ass snake.
Shoot that thing.
Veronica says, good evening. Nope, not doing it. That thing is bigger than the wall, so I'm sure he could eat one of us whole.
Easily. That was a huge snake.
That was a snake, but when snake had fingers?
I didn't see no fingers.
I didn't see any
Yeah,
fingers.
like I saw a whole hand.
Heck no. See, there are something we just aren't eating. Legacy, you know what you like to eat.
Oh wow.
What's that, Legacy?
Yeah, what's that?
Tell us, Legacy.
I don't even know where that came from. I don't even know who this person is.
Bill, they know you.
They don't know me. They know me from the show.
Very well.
They know you.
They know me from the show.
You know where it came from. It came from
Must be one of those.
It came from
where?
Coral.
Apple.
They're probably sitting out of Checkers right now in Cape Coral, the only one.
I'm waiting on you now.
Heck no. See, there are same thing. Okay, Legacy. You know what you like to eat?
I don't know what I like to eat. Whoever you are.
You don't know.
Sure.
Well, we know you go to Checkers.
Well, listen. There's a big thing going on in the news right now with P. Diddy. You know, going on the news, especially with 50 Cent. 50 Cent has chimed in on, although 50 Cent is not in none of the legal situations or any of the litigations or any of the video or anything like that. But 50 Cent has this thing out right now, and then he included Stevie J into it. And he also put out there on the media and said, anybody have any videos from any of the P. Diddy parties, you know, P. Diddy's little social gatherings, please let him know on Instagram, and he's going to pay top dollars for those videos because he's not afraid to expose P. Diddy and put it out there. And he also allegedly says that, like I said, that Stevie J was involved with having sex with underage boys and recruiting boys. So Stevie J caught wind of it, and here's Stevie J's rebuttal.
Curtis, what's good, man? You and your feelings about Daphne, because she would gang them? Or is it that you sucking little Rod dick? However it go, I want you to fade, nigga. Fuck all that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis? Curtis!
You're going to have to explain that one to me.
So 50 Cent real name is Curtis. So he says,
yeah.
So he
Figure
says,
play it again. Play it one more time. Play it again.
Hold on. So he says, so Curtis, are you upset about Daphne? Who I guess that's somebody that was in 50 Cent's back former years or whatever, and maybe had an interaction with Stevie. So it's like
that's his youngest son mother. She's been brought up with charges with Young Miami being Diddy's sex worker.
She's been brought up in charges, like her and Young Miami were part of
Her and Young Miami was hired sex workers for Diddy. Basically, they was recruiting other people.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, I heard that about Young Miami.
But
Young
he's but
what?
what
Young
Q just
man?
said is
The
definitely
Hawaiian Indian looking lady too. That is 50 Cent baby mother, the youngest boy mom.
Okay, so
So his beef with Diddy is over his baby mama coochie.
mm.
This I heard this is all coming about because he's getting sued, and the evidence that he's shown for that lawsuit has basically brought the police out to investigate and raid his houses or something. That's what I.
I heard
Boy,
he dipped
it,
town.
this man is dealing with sex trafficking and all the rest of that. He became a whole federal case. It ain't
He
even
got
about
locked
being
up today.
sued. Don't
Because
nobody care about being sued.
he was he was being sued, and the evidence that was presented triggered the cops and the police to go investigate. Like the federal government got involved because of the evidence that he presented for his lawsuit,
So
and he's got a lot of information apparently about it, and then the federal government got involved.
I'm told he got arrested today. He got arrested.
I heard he got arrested and he was in handcuffs. That P. Diddy was actually headed out of the country.
Yeah, he was going to the Bahamas, I think it was.
He was headed to one of those countries that's not like
Extradition.
Extradition treaty.
So he was headed over there, I guess, so that he can't be forced to come back.
Wow.
But they stopped him at the airport, is where they caught him.
Wow.
And handed him.
Wow. Wow.
See, the thing is that I think when you say that right there, I don't understand. Maybe they bringing him back for as to question him, but charges haven't really been brought against him or assigned to him that would make it to where he couldn't leave the country. Now, most of the time when you get those type of things attached to you, is if you're like a flight risk, you've already been arraigned, and they're telling you don't leave the city, don't leave the town, don't leave the state. But I mean, unless they actually finna have him booked and arraigned today, since y'all say it happened today, then maybe so. But far as the only thing had been done is he was being sued.
What if they're
Yeah, that's what I heard. That he's being sued, and I thought he wasn't in the country. I didn't think they caught him at the airport. I thought he wasn't here. When
they raided him, they just raided him a few days ago.
A couple of days ago, when they went into their house, he wasn't there.
Right.
I was saying that he wasn't. He didn't need to be there because he's not accused of anything. Like
exactly.
They can't, unless they arrest him and they charge him. They can't really hold him, and he can travel.
Right.
And they mentioned that he could travel because he's not charged with anything yet.
Right.
They locked him up. They roughed him off everything.
So instead, that was a setup to get him to feel comfortable about being around. So when they got him, they got him.
Well, listen, this is when I believe it. When I see this part make it to the news, and I ain't just talking about like social media news. Somebody as big as Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, is gonna make the national news. It's gonna be on mainstream television. If it's not on mainstream television, and as high profile as he is, then it ain't gonna be real. It ain't real.
So is it on TV now, or?
I haven't seen it to be on the news yet, because I'm guaranteeing you, if this man was really arrested and charged with something, it would have been on the 6 o'clock news already.
It was on our news when they was raiding them homes.
Yes, that made it to the news. Him being arrested today hasn't.
Well, where did we hear that it got arrested at then? Where is that being publicized at?
Yeah, I'm
all over.
looking for it. There's nothing about him being arrested.
Exactly.
There's nothing here.
That's social media.
And I'm looking at the big ones, you know, the CNNs and no, there's nothing here that says
On the radio station here is where it was played at.
His son them was detained because
Right.
he wasn't even
Yo,
at home when they raided his
he.
stuff.
I'm telling you, he wasn't there, so that's probably why he's not arrested, because he wasn't there. But they did arrest some people at his house. Yeah, no.
My thing is, this is all I got to say about the situation. My thing is,
Wow.
If the allegations that they have placed against him are true, and that he's done certain things in with underage minors, boys or girls, then by all means he should be arrested. He should go to prison. Should do his time, because child or an adult, no child, especially a child, but no child should be placed in a situation where they're being forced to have sex or being gang raped or passed around just to make it in this industry. That shouldn't be a prerequisite.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You have to go and arrest damn near everybody in the mainstream industry.
And these parents' asses need to start being arrested too.
Exactly. Because that is your entry into stardom. They don't you're gonna find out later on, as they start arresting people like this on these charges, you're gonna find out a lot of people had to get fucked to be in the limelight. You don't just get there and get to that level without paying some dues. And especially even the dude, you know, the guy, you remember the movie, I mean not the movie, but the talk show Empire.
Yes.
Okay, remember you had the dude Jesse Smollett that lied on about that, and then you had his little brother Hakeem.
Right.
Hakeem is now coming out. He got a big lawsuit against Will Smith and I forgot the other guy, saying that Will Smith assaulted him too. When he was a young kid, he said Puff Daddy introduced him to Will Smith. And there's a $50 million lawsuit that's against Will Smith and Puff Daddy about this. They're not talking about it mainstream, but it's out there right now. And a lot of people are gonna start coming out and talking about this, about what dues they had to pay in order to get where they want to. And I totally agree with Tayama. When you arrest those individuals, you need to arrest the parent. Because I know I have a real good friend who has a daughter that's getting ready to take off. She's in the industry, and her mother never leaves her daughter's side when she goes to the studios. Ain't no dropping her off. She's 17. Ain't no dropping her off in the studios, and she go in there and I'll pick you up when you done. The mama is in the studio, in sound check, production, all till it's over with. If she get there at 7 o'clock and it ain't done at 1, she did a 1. A lot of parents are selling their children, not per se just selling, oh, you can have them for this, you can have them for that, but they're leaving them unprotected. And let's say you're looking at a Puff Daddy, let's say you're looking at a baby face. What's that?
I'm putting a timer on you.
Okay, that's cool. And let's say that you're looking at a Will Smith, and I don't have nothing ill against Will, but let's say you're looking at Will Smith, and these people are icons, and they're worshipped by younger people who wants to one day be like them.
Exactly.
So with no guidance and no protection there, and they tell them, hey, I promise to get you where you want to be at if you just do the things I asked you to do. And all of a sudden now, because that's their goal is to be there. And this, I know this person has made it, and this person is still on top of the game now. Just me being attached to this person in this way, I'm gonna get there. What you think happens when they start asking them for those type of favors?
They give in.
And once they get used to doing certain things, then eventually it becomes the norm. It eventually allows them to start falling in love with that negative act that is being done to them.
But it's not. It's still wrong, right?
Yes. No. Again, nobody's saying it's not wrong. I'm just saying that parents need to be in there
No,
with their children.
I get what you're saying. I just that they're still responsible for their actions, even if the parents are stupid. They're still responsible for.
Nobody's not saying that the person that is doing it is not wrong. But what I'm saying is the first line of protection is the parent.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I put more of the onus on the person that's doing the damage. They're taking advantage of a vulnerable person
Where did he
because.
get locked up at recently?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Well, I heard something. I don't know. Was it? Oh, okay.
I was about to
No,
say
I
something.
just think
but
that you
I
have to.
heard you were talking.
Sorry, I just think that you have to. I agree with what you're saying, Legacy, but the real responsibility should be on the individual not to do that kind of damage. You know, these.
Because I think I see what I'm saying, because I also think that as a parent, sometimes you should be able to trust them with the producer, the manager, the people in the industry, because you're not dropping them off to be raped and molested. You're dropping them off to be coached and groomed and molded and developed.
There you go.
Let me say.
I want to say something, Legacy.
Go ahead, Keki.
Uncle Tony.
I was gonna say it's so unfortunate that these things are happening, and it's probably not happening with everybody. Maybe 90% of the people it is, and maybe 10% is not. And the number is so small, and that's such a shame. Because I know, for example, if I had a child and he or she has talent, whether it's sports, or whether it's music or whatever. Every time I drop them off, at some point you're going to develop a rapport with this person that you call their business manager, their marketing director, their stylist, their coach, their vocal coach, whatever. And you as a parent can't be there all the time because you still got to work to pay these bills until that check start coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Didn't he get in trouble for having a gun at a club, or they found a gun that when he was dating Jennifer Lopez?
Is the New York Post a reliable source like news? That's the newspaper.
It's definitely one of the better newspapers.
Well, they got an article saying that he was arrested, and it's dated March 26, 2024. It says Sean Diddy Combs, alleged drug mule, arrested as feds intercept rap
that
mule.
was his drug mule. That's his drug mule. That's the person that works for him.
Oh, that's the person that works for him was arrested.
Yeah, they got arrested.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm searching, but what I wanted to say in reference to what you had said, Legacy, with that mother, and then also what Tony and Jose were saying, I agree that what she's doing with her daughter is being there and being her protector. That's what we're supposed to do as parents. That's
right.
That's part of the definition of parent, to protect. And I'm glad that she has the time and the energy and the love to dedicate her life to that because she wants success for her daughter. That's what we're supposed to do. There are a lot of parents out here who are still in their own world, still doing what they need to do. And it's easier to let their children do them and they do what they're doing. And a lot of parents are seeing the fame, seeing the money, and are okay with letting these people who we say you should be able to trust, they're trusting their children with these people. Now, my
Mm-hmm.
problem is I don't even watch TV. I'm not a social media person. And I know if you're going to sign up for the industry, you got to do some things.
You got to do
So
some things.
to me, a parent that is letting their child just free go and do, and I trust this, today's era parent, they wrong as hell.
Yeah.
They wrong.
Chantel Johnson says some of the parents sign over legal guardianship to the record labels. Because
But
Puff Daddy, he had legal guardianship over Usher.
so
Yes.
At the end of the day, predators and all those people, they seek the weak. So if
Mm-hmm.
you have a parent that is not there upright and standing, they like, we got one.
Tayama,
You
go
make
let
your
we go.
child an easier target.
of course.
Tayama, we gonna let Tyson do all that without you being there?
Y'all,
Let me tell you.
I don't know
Let me
about
tell you,
that
that.
angelic
I can
voice.
leave him by himself. They know they whole family line to end with that one little boy. So they wouldn't even try it.
Nikhil has a beautiful voice, and he is very talented. I ain't sending him up there to bend them sharks at all. I'm telling him, if you don't get on YouTube and something and make your own way like all these, because see, people have paved the way that we don't have to go with this producer. You can
Mm-hmm.
produce yourself. And if you ain't gonna put in that work and get what you want, because self-made is the best thing, I think,
Have
today.
you have you guys seen that Magic Johnson video that he talks about the when the first offer came?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen it?
I haven't.
I saw it.
No,
He
I
gets
did.
offered. Correct me if I'm wrong, Legacy. His first offer was like $200,000, and he
Mm-hmm.
was come out of a not finished school. And his father pulls him aside and tells him, "You've been poor all your life.
You can wait one more year.
You can wait one more year."
Yep.
And he finishes school.
Yep. And but let me show you
Wise,
something.
wise words.
Let me show you something. If we go back and look, just
And
even in the past,
before you say that, who is Magic Johnson today?
he's one of the richest black men in the United
And
States of
and
America.
and,
But
and
guess what?
successful,
Guess what? They didn't do Kobe like
successful
that.
completely
They didn't do Kobe
successful.
like that.
Huh?
Hold on.
They didn't do Kobe like that. There was
What you mean?
nobody that got Kobe. He did graduate, but they sent him on to the Sharks, and he ain't here.
Well, Kobe joined the NBA right out of high school.
That's what I
Magic
said. I
was
said he
already in
did
college.
graduate. He did, but he could have went to college. He wasn't dumb. He was smart.
Oh
He
yeah,
was he was very talented.
Well,
absolutely.
when you talk about Kobe made the decision to go pro on his own. Kobe dad had already been in the NBA and they had a decent amount of money while that's why Kobe was able to live overseas and things of that nature because his dad had enough money
Well,
to
his
him and
dad
his
was in
mom.
the armed forces.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah,
That's
That's
why
why
I
he
said
traveled
no
so much,
one.
and he speaks in Spanish and Japanese.
exactly.
That's
They
why
say
I
Kobe
said no one
spoken like
guided him
five
like
five
that.
different languages.
Yeah, but
That's what
Kobe was special.
that's why I
But
said no one guided him like that, because he did not get told and redirected to study and to get himself
He didn't
in
want
a
to go to.
position.
He didn't want to go
he
to.
No,
didn't he
He
didn't
didn't
want
want to go
to.
to school. Magic was already in college. It was on the last year. It was the year before his last
Yeah, he
that
was
he
a
was going
junior.
to pull out. The year
Mm-hmm.
before he went to the national championship and played against Larry Bird, and that started that whole rivalry between the Lakers and the Celtics.
Yep.
So his father basically said he could still gone to play.
Mm-hmm.
Still
He was
gone to
grown.
play.
But
There's been
he valued his father's
early.
leadership.
LeBron left early, but what were the needs? Maybe they had a you know what? Some players want to play, and they don't. I don't know if you guys know Jose Altuve. He's the second baseman of the Houston Astros. They asked him, "What was your plan B?" if you weren't going to become a baseball. He says there wasn't a plan B.
There wasn't one.
Hey,
You know,
Cody
I'm
Cody
all
might
for
have not had a
father.
plan B either. He just
I'm all
wanted to play.
I'm all for father's parenting, and that was where my point was. You made a great point. I'm not stating that he was wrong in his choice and that he wasn't able to make it because he was an adult. What I'm saying is the guidance of someone directing him and saying, "You've been this all your life. You can wait one more year and have greater." And the difference is Magic took the insight. He valued the leadership, and he waited. Kobe didn't have that leadership. He had the experience of this is the life. And so he wanted the life. He didn't get the leadership of son. Been there, done that. That ain't what you need to do. That's what I'm saying.
I want to just say this before we move on. We were talking about the non-parent guidance. If matter of fact, I'm glad Jose brought up Magic Johnson because the person that I'm finna talk about is one of the coaches that was a gymnastic coach for Michigan State. People have parents, and parents put more pressure on their children to achieve a goal that they themselves could never achieve before themselves. So they live by what's the word? Vicariously through their children. Their dreams vicariously through their children. This one man who is revered as the best gymnastics coach in college, and he also helped coach in the Olympics, molested over 100 and something girls that went under his tutelage to become the great gymnast that they wanted to be. This went on for years, that parents were just dropping their children off, not sitting in there observing their child, because like you say, Tony, some parents have to, go to work and do this, and they trust in this, and they trusting that. But at the end of the day, if you have to at least, that's why it takes a village to raise children. Because if I can't get Naya to gymnastics class because I gotta work, Uncle Tony, Aunt Juicy, Aunt Tayama, Aunt Savage, whomever is in my circle that I am going to and willing to entrust my daughter with to go do that, they're not at that time. They've already locked their time in it. On this day, I got to do this for Legacy. At this day, Legacy, I need you to come pick up Tyson. Kate, you need me to come do something. Tony, come run. You have to be a family unit in order to protect. You can't just be one person, and like you say, he or she's being taken away for an emergency, or he or she got to go to work. And now I'm starting to drop my child off, and there's nobody with my same interest for my child not observing. How do you molest 100+ children over these years and get away with it to all these children eventually become grown, and none of the damn parents knew about it until this scandal came about, and now 100 and some gymnasts come out and say this man molested me? Because we live vicariously our dreams and aspirations to our children. So you mean to tell me Tony is the best notary, Jose is the best notary, and I'm gonna drop them off to y'all if I don't know y'all, but I'm hoping y'all gonna give them the tutelage to be the best pianoists, and I'm gonna leave them there? No, the hell I'm not. We both sit here and watch this goddamn blessing.
Now, I wanted to say something to Juicy. Juicy, it's important to point out that Kobe and Magic were they were in different times when they went into play for the for the NBA. Magic was offered $200,000. Kobe got $3.5 million for 3 years starting. So it was a different time as well. Salaries were more. Players were starting to leave high school, and he was Kevin Garnett was one of them. He was another. LeBron later on. So
There is Miles.
it was an incentive to get paid a lot of money to go straight from high school to So you don't know. We don't know what the needs were for that family that that he needed to start playing ball right away, or that he just wanted to play ball and he was ready.
But
And
but you
I'm gonna
know
say
what?
this.
Good
Go
good
ahead, Kate.
example that you just gave. There was different times, different eras. The more we involve in society and grow as a people, in a nation, in a world, we get pulled into bullshit that we see others doing. We get manipulated to want to do what that person have instead of do what we need to do that's best for us. Again, fathers are needed, and I'm glad.
absolutely,
I'm a Magic
totally
Johnson
agree.
fan. I
Totally.
love Magic. Okay, I grew up loving the Lakers. I
Yeah,
like Kobe. So you talking to a person that to this very day, the Lakers is my favorite basketball team, and I don't watch the NBA.
I
I
hate the
know
Lakers.
exactly what you're
Me
talking
too.
about. And
I hate them.
it's still, you can hate them all you want. But guess what? Irvin, Magic Johnson,
I love Magic.
Dr. J,
I love
all of
Magic.
them set the standard and the bar for
Absolutely.
basketball. Okay? And they had leadership. They had men in their corner supporting their dream and their goals. Today, our black children, our black men are lost because they don't have leadership supporting their dreams and their goals. They have the TV and other people saying, this is what you want, this is what you should do. They're misguided, they're misdirected. Period. You can argue it all you want, but that's what I see.
No argument from
And
me.
Kobe dead.
A
Yeah,
lot of people, but I'm gonna say this: a lot of people that dedicate their lives to, like Jose is saying, from a little boy, I had dreams of playing football in the NFL, and I had that, and I worked hard to get there, and I got derailed by things that I put ahead of what my dream was. I started seeing the pipe dream of, drug life, but what I will tell you is most African American kids, whether it's basketball, whether it's football or baseball, because I think baseball and maybe basketball pretty much is the only two sports you can go straight out of high school into the league. They don't let you do it with the NFL, but
yeah.
most kids most kids in the inner city, when they get the opportunity to change the landscape for their mother. And you mean to tell me I could come out of high school and go straight into the pros and I'm finna get a $60 million contract and you want me to pass that up right now to go to college for 2-3 years and possibly get hurt and now don't get nothing? It's hard for these kids to bypass that. You talking about most of the kids that you see, that men that you see in the NFL and stuff like that, black kids, black boys, they came from nothing. So when they get an opportunity to get that money, it's hard. It's hard for them to, regardless if you got the guidance or not, they're going to go and get this $80 million contract so that I can provide for those that's behind me. That's what happens. That's the lure of it.
I feel it is what happened. I got a son. I got four. I got five. Let me correct that. One playing football for college, entering the draft. The work it took to keep him focused on keep on playing that game and get in that draft when it's time, but walk across that stage. Oh, we graduating in May.
Mm-hmm.
But the NFL draft is April, and we're gonna be doing that too. It's called you gotta put in the work like that mother that you spoke of is doing. That's what a parent is supposed to do. Protect their children.
I understand nobody's saying that, but you're not gonna tell a grown man who's in college where somebody is offering him $60 million that he can't go take it. You're not gonna tell him that.
No, you're not telling him he can't take it. You're giving him a choice. We all have a right to free will. Hold on, she barking.
No problem. But Kate, I agree with you on that. I agree. You have to give them the opportunity, but just because they chose to go into the league ahead of time, do you know that at least 25% of the people who went to who black that have gone to my stars have gone back years later after they've got that money and gone back and got their degrees from their college?
Yep, for free too.
Deion Sanders went back after the NFL
For free too.
And he didn't graduate from Florida State. He graduated from the college he was just at, Jackson State.
It's easier too once you're done with your career. They will just give it to you.
Exactly.
Experience.
But I totally agree. You have to keep them focused.
They'll give it to you because, see, once you've been an NFL star and then you go to one of these colleges and they have it posted, like they have, like Hampton University has Legacy Lane. And they have all these statues and monuments of all the famous people who have attended their school. That's one of the highlights that they show you. We have prestige and honor. People who came here and came to our school, they chose us. That's going to help them with their recruiting status of other people. Mm-hmm. That's bringing in the dough.
Of course.
Of course they're going to let them come. Mm-hmm. Of course.
They give them the degrees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You say they give them to them.
They do.
They do.
They'll say, your work experience,
your life experience,
your life experience that you've done classifies for some of these courses. Yep. So now all you got to do is just take the basics.
Show up.
Mm-hmm. It's all of this is a scheme to keep people where we are, and we have to see through the smoke screen. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I agree.
But then you have people like Magic Johnson, that, like as he said, he set the bar. He set the bar. The guy is amazing. Magic is amazing. You know who's doing it too?
Shaquille O'Neal is good. I was just about to say that. Shaquille O'Neal was one. Michael Jordan.
Everybody's starting to get it. And that's why you see them getting involved in more marketing and a lot more.
Hold on, Miss Johnson says that they're getting honorary degrees.
Yeah, that's what they're called. You're right. That's what they're called, honorary degrees.
Moving right along.
Okay, let's go, T.
Yeah, okay, check this out.
The Hush Puppy. So please tell me I'm not the only one that didn't know how they got their name. Yes, I said I didn't know this. If you've never had a Hush Puppy, you need to make your way to any Southern diner or a seafood restaurant or a Cracker Barrel worth 2 cents. These are a staple of soul food in Southern cuisine. They are fried cornmeal that are made into these little balls, and it's like biting into a cloud and fluffiness, and it's just delicious. But consider my surprise when I found out the legend behind how they got the name is that when slaves were trying to escape, they would use these to quiet the watchdogs and the dogs that were hunting them down, aka the Hush Puppy. The tactic seemed to work so well that they actually said that Confederate soldiers used the same thing to keep their dogs quiet when Union soldiers were approaching. All these years, you mean to tell me I've been taking a bite out of Black history? Shoot, I'm gonna go out and get me some right now.
There's some little Black history for you. The Hush Puppy.
They damn good too.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite messages to tell people about.
Got my mouth all tuned up for a Hush Puppy right now. Okay. Where Buzz Chicken at? I'll find me a good old Hush Puppy.
Well, you too late. Buzz are closed.
Bye.
Right.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, Jose.
Hi, Jose.
Good night.
Take care.
Yay.
Listen, I got a couple other videos here because I was rushing to download them.
To the thing?
I was rushing to download them. I didn't have a chance to title them, so I don't know what they're about. So when I click on them, it'll be my first time with you.
Mute, KK.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No?
We don't need short men.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do you need a man? Do you need a man?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
Why?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No? Do we need men?
We need men to make us stupid.
Do we need men? Do we need men? Do women need men in this world? Do we need men?
No.
Why?
Because we can be strong, independent women.
Do we need men?
Like, not necessarily, but like, if I can look at them, like, we need a man to look at.
Do we need men?
No!
No, why?
Nobody needs men!
Really?
We do not need men!
Why not? Why don't we need men?
Why would I need men?
So what can you get from someone else that you don't get from a man?
The only thing I can get from a man that I can't get anywhere else is dick.
Okay.
And I don't need dick.
Do we need women?
Yes.
We do. Why?
These women are awesome.
Do we need women?
Of course.
Why?
Yeah, you do need
Because they're beautiful.
Do we need women?
Women make us feel compassionate and affectionate.
Do we need women?
Of course we do.
Do we need women?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're hot.
And what else?
They're hot.
Do we need women?
I mean, shit, unless you're gay.
Do we need women?
Do we need women?
Yeah.
Yes, who's gonna do my dishes?
Okay.
He said, "Yeah, who gonna do my dishes?"
Yes, he said that. But the video was basically, I found the video on TikTok, and when or either TikTok or Legacy, I can't remember how I got the video, but basically, it was showing you that women have this mentality that they don't need a man, and he questioned about maybe 15 women. All of them said they didn't need a man. Then when he asked about 10 guys, do you need a woman? And all of them said yes. So something's definitely wrong with modern day society and the way that they're taught and the way that they think. Because me personally, I'm a firm believer that together is better. You have more power, you have more income, you have two brains, two way of thinking, a masculine, a feminine energy. You have sex continuously. No diseases because you're not having sex outside of the household. You're one, you're building an empire. Each one is supporting the other's dreams, fantasies, desires. It's just, to me, it's just overall, it's definitely better emotionally, physically, spiritually to have a partner. So for today's society, and that looks like today's society, the people he was interviewing, and half of them was drunk anyway. But for them girls to be all saying they don't need a man, and one girl who was bald head said the only thing she need a man for is dick, and right now she don't need no dick. Something was definitely wrong with their way of thinking.
This has to be probably the most. This probably has to be the worst video you've ever shown.
Until they ass broke down on the side of the road. Because they got AAA. Because T-Mobile give you free AAA.
But ain't no woman coming out with AAA doing none of that.
Huh? What you talking about?
But the person that's coming up that's representing AAA is going to be a man.
It's going to be a man.
It don't matter.
It does. That's what we're talking about.
Hold on. They not the man. They the worker.
Huh?
They the worker. It's a difference.
It's still a man. Ain't no woman
No. I hear what you're saying. Okay, first off, I just finished saying that the men need fathers. Definitely the women need a man so we can have these babies. We need men. I don't know what the hell them people talking about, okay?
Listen,
I'm just trying to get
that's
you
why
to
I
see
say
they light.
that's why I say this had to be the worst video ever shown we've ever shown it on this show. Everybody holler. One was the worst time to do that video shoot. because, like Tony said, they was all under the influence.
And they also were all people who probably don't need men.
I know. I saw G.I. Jane, and I want Will Smith to come slap me.
Listen, she might have alopecia.
Fucking mouth.
I'm not trying to operate in masculine energy unless I absolutely have to. Absolutely.
But listen,
I need a man.
Listen, in every situation, there's nothing wrong with, let's use police officers, right? Let's just use police officers and firefighters. Prime example. Let's say a woman is being assaulted. Most women don't want, they call the police. Boom, police on the way. Most women ain't looking for this female officer to come in here and stop this 225, 230-pound man from assaulting her unless this woman is already coming in with guns drawn and things like that. Yes, the gun is going to make her feel more protected because the gun is drawn. But most of the time, when people want the police to come, we want the big burly man to get in here and protect me.
Right.
Well, what most people don't understand is that women are needed, definitely, and not just for sex, because one of the dudes hit it on the mark. Women do something, they have an innate ability to make men dream more than what they had dreamed for themselves, thought for themselves. Women can plant a seed. Huh?
And we wash dishes.
Yeah, that's what the last man said. Who gonna wash my dishes?
Right. But guess what? In his culture, those gentlemen in his culture, men don't wash dishes unless they're inside of restaurants, but inside of home with someone of his ethnicity or his race, the women do the cleaning and washing clothes in there.
And they shorts and high heels.
But listen, but being real though, this generation is almost shot to shit. And everybody can say they don't need a man until you need a man. Everybody holler, I don't need a mechanic. I don't need a mechanic till your car break down. Now you need a fucking mechanic. Everybody holler, I don't need a woman. I don't need a woman until you send your ass up in that bed by yourself and you tired of playing with yourself and you reach over and it ain't nobody over there soft and smelling like flowers.
Listen, I know everything and I need everything. And a man is one of them things. I don't know what city, what strip they were. They had to be on La La Land.
And he's so good to me.
Yeah.
You know, I need the home too. Come on, Cletus.
Okay. Because at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you roll over and you grab that pillow, you want something over there.
I got the dining room table.
Either breast or chips on the other side. You want, just a cold mattress.
Listen.
Yes, I do the cooking and I do the cleaning.
You probably gonna have to change your eatery when you get ready to do that. Your diet's gonna change if you get with juice. There ain't no more hog maws and chitlins.
That's all right. You're gonna live longer and stronger, and you're gonna enjoy it.
Ain't nothing wrong with being long and strong now.
Okay then.
Look at your brother up there froze.
You back, Johnny? Welcome back.
Hey,
we need
Kay,
to play that song for you.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I was thinking,
Tony, I'm gonna need
welcome back, cousin Johnny.
T.I.
You got that? You got that internet service I used to have.
I'm thinking of T.I. Welcome back. Guess who's back? Ain't he shouldn't know them niggas. Guess who's back?
Scrappy.
That's Scrappy? Oh, your internet is crappy.
Yes.
But
Listen,
you know what?
I got another video. I have another video. Like I said, the videos that I've downloaded, I was in such a rush to download. They're not titled, so I don't know what they are until I play them. So I'm just going in order. So here's the next video.
And I'm on a mission to tell parents, black parents in particular, stop getting your children evaluated for ADHD. Because if your son can learn, why does he have an IEP anyway? See, remember this, Brother Nick. In order to qualify for special ed,
Right.
you not only must have a disability,
Right.
it must affect your learning. If we go to any classroom, we're going to see thousands of black boys who have no problem learning.
Right.
In a special ed class.
Right.
Why is he in there?
Right.
For discipline problems. It is illegal in the United States of America to place a child in special ed for behavior. Special ed is not for behavior. It is for learning problems. But guess what? Half the black boys in America are in there for what? Behavior, because their parents don't know the law, they don't know their rights, and the schools are basically discriminating against them.
Wow.
You
Can
see
they
this?
get money for the special education?
Yes, here's how it works. When you evaluate a child for special education, if they qualify, their name goes into the computer. It's transferred to the State Department of Education. If we take California, that would be Sacramento.
Yeah.
Normally, by the end of the month, there's an electronic transfer of funds to that school district for your child.
Wow.
Grass at. But after she finish this time, I'm gonna try to take her around the block.
Me too.
You know, I halfway, like, first off, in the education field, an individual education plan. Actually, every student is entitled to one. And if it's done properly, it's supposed to keep this child on an educational track for their goals, towards their future and what they want. And the goals are, as a parent, when you're sending your child to school, you've already been in their life, evaluating them and knowing their interests, their things that they're good at. So then you start gearing them towards highlighting their future. So if you have a child that's good in writing because they like to, or art because they like to draw and always trying to write books and stories and stuff like that, then you want to keep them going towards journalism. Then your IEP plan should make sure that it's including them developing on that track. Once you have an IEP plan set up and you've been following it, when you go to college, your level of acceptance into a university is highly more, it's increased because you have a track. That's like your resume towards your education. Today, college universities, they don't want no letter essay stating, why should I accept you into my school? They're asking for a resume from these students who do not have an individual IE plan. They don't know anything about what they did to highlight their education as a resume because nothing was laid out for them. Now we get these videos saying, don't let your child get labeled because this is setting them up for failure. No, we don't let your child be misguided and misdirected. Be educated and know what you need to do for your child's future. Even this man here, I really don't like him. I'm just straightforward. I don't know him, so it's not to say I like or dislike, but what I know of him from the beginning, it's an ice cream truck coming. Bear with me.
You got a booty call?
No, I'm in the hood where the ice cream truck comes at 9:26 at night. I promise you. Watch. It's ice cream truck. I'm so serious. What kid coming out right now talking about ice cream? Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. I don't know.
Kate, let me say this. I don't know how the IEP plans go in the states you're in, but
No,
the
that's
IEP.
from Florida. I got my education. My education for
But I
teaching is in
guarantee if you go do the research right now, the IEP plans change yearly. The information about the IEP plan change, and they have gotten to the point now that with IEP plans, your child does not even get the normal diploma They don't even get the normal diploma that someone who spent 12 years in high school. They don't even, if you have an IEP, hold on, if you have an IEP plan in the state of Florida till you get in the 12th grade, you do not get the same diploma as someone who was not on an IEP plan. It's a lower level and it's looked upon as bad in the state of Florida.
You want to know something? The crazy part, and that's from being voted in. These changes are voted in, okay?
Yes.
Because they meet and they make these changes. You can get into Florida, you can get into any Florida State University with an IEP plan and go to school for free.
What I would love if you got the time is because I've had one of my sons had an IEP plan, and all the way up till he got to 9th grade, when I sat down and spoke with the person who actually is the person that handles all IEP plans in the state of Florida, with the grades that my son was making, he said, "Sir, your son shouldn't even have an IEP plan because he has good grade. He knows what he's doing." And the man showed me where in the state of Florida, you do not get a regular high school diploma and you are marked. They change stuff yearly. Where so with the information that you just said about Florida State, don't make you pay for a college degree if you on an IEP plan. Half of the kids that the man just said, especially in the black community in West Palm Beach, half of the children that are in Bethune, Mary McLeod, and all of them with those low grade schools, the majority of the school has IEP plan.
You know, and the crazier part too, gifted students get IEP plans because that's still a different form of education. It's still an individual education plan. You could be in AP courses and still have an IP plan.
But you're basing that, when was the last time that you went and did the research on it, Kate?
Well, okay, so Niamki's graduating this year, and I would like for him to go to a black university, preferably. I'm a Rattler, FAMU. So I'm speaking to FAM. You can down them all you want, but we're gonna strike and strike and strike again. And when I'm speaking to the administrative director, one of the things that he's pointing out to me to help my son get into school without having to pay, because once they have those plans in place, there are funds allocated towards their going to school. My son had AP courses. I was like, he's in gifted and AP classes. So should he have one? Yeah, every student should. I know that from when I went to college and got my bachelor's in education. But I thought things changed too, because I thought it was only for children who had a learning disability. That's not the case.
Like
so
I say,
just recently researched and looked into it.
Send it to me. I'm saying send it to me. I'm saying send it to me.
Okay, I will. I went to my son's direct guidance counselor and I said, why doesn't my son have one? He said, well, it's a little too late for me to create it. I said, no, you're not. He's still a student. That means you ain't doing your job. You holding my child back from every opportunity that he can use to prosper himself forward. Get on it.
I definitely would love to have the information, because that's something that my boys are grown and graduated already, but at the end of the day, this is something that needs to be talked about and promoted within the black community, that if your child is on an IEP plan, this is what can be beneficial for them. But all day, that the people that come through FAM, I consider them as wonderful, but the school is shit.
Listen, this is what I wanted to say about the This is my thing with what Dr. Umar was saying about having children tested for these different things. I think a lot of parents, especially black parents and parents of color, they have their children tested for these situations because it's an extra check.
It
It's
is.
more income.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can sit at home and get disability, welfare, food stamps, Social Security, disability. So I get all these extra checks. Now I'm making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. I qualify for housing. My rent ain't nothing but $70 a month, so I can live in a home because I'm on housing. That's not necessarily Section 8, but I'm on housing. So housing, you pick out a house, and the children not necessarily getting what they need. And there's nothing wrong with your child. The problem is, like, way everybody can't be taught the same way. So sometimes the kids seem to get a little
A little a dun dun.
the best program that I think that came out ever. I don't know if y'all familiar. Remember they used to have the Title I program. That back in the day, the Title I program, you may have 10, 15 kids in that classroom at one time, but all are learning at different levels, doing different things, different activities.
The hand's still up there.
Listen, I don't know what this ice cream truck sells because this lady walked up, she ordered something, she stepped back, waited, she walked away with a black bag.
She had a bunch of ice cream.
Nah. I'm with you. Who? Someone says they get more than ice cream. Ain't no kid come to this truck.
But
what's on that truck?
What's the next video, Tony?
You kept freezing, Tony. So we didn't hear you.
He froze now.
He froze now. Yeah, I'm trying to see something.
You working for the police now?
Nah, I want to know. I'm shit. I ain't got to go far. Listen, go on, deliver me. Save me on that gas. Beauty, come on, girl. Chill.
Was y'all hear what I said?
No, we heard nothing.
No.
You was froze.
I had such a beautiful, profound lecture, and y'all heard nothing.
Your computer heard it, but we can't hear what you're saying now. Well, Tony, let's go ahead and close on that because it seems like your system is causing you technical problems tonight. Yep, you got a little bit of the taste of what I used to go through. Shut down some of them devices that's connected to the Wi-Fi. It might do a little better.
Okay. This is a food truck. It's an ice cream truck. They sell steak and cheese, chicken wings,
motherfucking steak and cheese, steak and cheese. So
chicken, steak and cheese.
Oh, French fries
and ice cream.
And ice cream. And ice cream.
Get all that money. Get all that money. Kate.
Yes.
Listen, we'll go ahead and get on off of here tonight because we ain't gonna be able to continue on with this. We're gonna go ahead and Go on and let them know about you.
People in the early 1900s relied on burning coal or wood to heat their homes. This method of heating sucked because the heat usually was hottest right in front of the fireplace, which left the rest of the room cold. On December 23, 1919, Alice H. Parker patented the first furnace powered by natural gas that was for homes and offices. Her invention would suck in the cold air and exchange it with hot air. It would then distribute that hot air to the different parts of the home. Her invention was the first to have individually controlled air ducts that would distribute heat throughout the home. Parker played an important role in the development of the central heating systems that keep us warm today.
I'll step back a little bit. I got that. You got to.
You gotta close the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm confused as hell. I don't understand what's going on. So now I see this article that they put on the Shade Room said that illegal migrants, don't say illegal immigrants, illegal migrants can now carry weapons legally. I'm trying to put this, at what point do we draw the line? Y'all, look, I ain't got nothing to do with, okay, what am I trying to say? How about we work on, if you are here illegally, then we need to just go ahead and get you out. Or you figure out how to be here legally. But what is the point in making sure that somebody who not supposed to be here, y'all don't have no social security number on this person, you ain't got no fingerprints, you don't have no records, you don't know who, what, when, where, how, and why this person is. But they can go in the store and buy weapons, firearms. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Y'all, damn it, I see I'm gonna have to run for president. I'm gonna have to go ahead and run. Because y'all acting like y'all ain't got no damn sense or out here where y'all at. That makes no sense at all. First, y'all give 18-year-olds the right to carry weapons, they conceal weapons without a permit or nothing. And now this. What is it that y'all trying to achieve here? Taxes high as hell. Y'all punish good people for no damn reason at all. I'm running for president. My campaign slogan is, I'm tired and I'm ready to whoop somebody's ass. How about you? That's gonna be my slogan. Who voting for me?
You know, my home that we just had, it had a furnace in it. So I'm all for the furnace. And that heats the whole house. And I'm so glad that she created it where you don't have to just stand in front of the fireplace. It could just warm up everywhere. And it makes you hot. Like, oh my goodness. And when he's talking about the migrants, he's funny. Because how you get legal? Woo! Well, ain't nobody from here. We all illegal. Ain't we all aliens?
I was going to ask you, why does it say migrants and not immigrants? I'm confused.
Migrant is someone who migrated from somewhere else to here. So that's exactly what they are. Let me get the definition of what they call an immigrant.
Well, I mean, for the last month or so, I've been screaming that they're doing things that for these individuals that they haven't, that people have had to have laws passed and fight and yes and no, da 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 for the Americans. It's just the same thing that we showed last week where they want to give Americans $400 a month for 2 years, but you've given $3,000 a month for people who came across the border illegally. How do you offer that? And then you turn around and say you're trying to pass laws and bills and policies now that allows for them to be able to go into a store and purchase handguns and things. Now, what I can't, my mind won't be allow me to wrap around. I can't see most American stores that are pretty much owned by white males and females that have gun shops and stuff. I can't see them selling them. They're not going in there talking about let me buy these guns because of how America feels right now about that. But what that does tell me is that there is a place that they can go illegally and get these things, and someone's gonna make a profit off of it because it's always a back alley where you can go and get whatever it is you need.
Okay, so a migrant is a person who moves regularly in order to find work, especially in harvesting crops. That's the A of the definition. But the B is an immigrant. And an immigrant is a person who comes to a country to take up a permanent resident.
Mm-hmm.
So a migrant is an immigrant, or an immigrant is a migrant. There's no difference.
Kate, you know in Belgrade, you know they say migrant workers. So
Yes.
a migrant worker in Belgrade, because I never knew about it until Belgrade. But a migrant worker is someone who works seasonally.
Well, it's also an immigrant. The definition of a migrant is also an immigrant.
Oh, that may be the definition, but what? So you say somebody that comes to look for work, right, or to change their lifestyle.
Right. So the first definition of a migrant is a person who moves regularly in order to find work, especially in harvesting crops. Now,
Right.
Donald Trump, all of the people who work on his golf grounds down there on Mar-a-Lago, but Southern Boulevard, right there by the airport, all that's Donald Trump property. His workers are migrant workers. He pays them off season to stay and still manage the grounds. Some of them go back, majority of them stay. That then would make them an immigrant because they are here and seeking permanent residence. Okay,
but when you say seeking permanent residence, that means that they're going through the legal channels to do this.
Not always.
Then that's not becoming an immigrant. In order to be an immigrant, you have to go about it the right way, which is to go through the channels that it takes to become an immigrant. Because until you do it the right way, you're still a migrant.
Well, see, the thing about it is, okay, to immigrate means to enter and usually become established.
Exactly. So how do you become established? You cannot be an immigrant American. You can't be an immigrant American.
That's what that man is talking about. He's saying the government is allowing them to come here and establish themselves based on law, not merit. Because before, when you came into this country, you had to take classes, you got to take a citizenship test. That's what he's talking about. That's the whole reason why he's putting out the point that he's putting, because we're not requiring that now. Now all you got to do is come here, fill out a form stating that you're here and you need assistance. And
that's what they're trying. That's what law they're trying to get passed, but it hasn't been passed yet.
But that's what he's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the things I was gonna say. You have to know and understand the Emancipation Proclamation. You have to understand all the bills of rights. You have to know, like you say, the Pledge of Allegiance and all of that stuff in order for you to be considered an American citizen. And now you're saying, fuck it now. But the thing is, I brought this up when Jose was here. It's only for the agenda, because if that is for the Hispanics, then why are you fighting so hard when the Haitians cross the water, when the Africans or the Jamaicans come in illegally? Why doesn't that stand the same thing when they do it?
Well, because we gotta think about it. And I ain't trying to hate on people. Haitians put in some work. I ain't gonna say that. They come up with a lot of jobs. Jamaicans get a lot of jobs. But you want to know who work and don't talk back?
Who?
The Mexicans.
Man, I done worked on some jobs where they do.
I done seen a lot of them. They don't speak enough English to talk back. They don't even know what to say back. But see.
But like we were saying
Count
before.
their pesos.
Listen, Kate, that's why, and that same thought process you just said is definitely true, because they are now becoming the workers, the blue collar workers of America now.
They the
because,
owners. They the
listen,
owners. If you go to Topeka, they risers. You got them in your grocery store. The mac and cheese that y'all be getting, them packaged ribs in Walmart, they got the best packaged ribs, Floyd's or whatever. They packaged from Reisner's. That's a Mexican-owned company. They ain't just workers now. They owners and industry supplying to the nation.
listen, I definitely agree, because I mean, all over here where I'm at, when I get to this one store every morning, I'm trying, even through West Palm, I've never seen so many Hispanic men who have work trucks that belong to them: landscaping, piping, electrician, everything that's on that board of what we need for as the blue collar work, pipe fitting. They got it. So the thing that I ask myself about it all the time is, how is it that these individuals come here and become masters and get businesses and things of that nature, and most of them don't even have their green card?
Because it's not about a card. It's about your work ethics. And see, they came here on that seek. That's part of the definition. They came here to seek something. And when you compare to the people who are already here, they're not seeking. They settled. They're happy, which means they're compliant. They're complacent. They're not trying to move forward. They're not trying to gain nothing more than what they have. If they receive, they're gonna be thankful.
But
Because
wouldn't you
now
say with that statement, Kate? Wouldn't you say, now let's look back. Let's look back. Let's go back 50s and 60s. There was a time when we talking about us, where that's what we were doing, seeking to have more.
because
So
we were being deprived, we were being beat, we were being
right,
restricted. No, we're not.
but listen, but hold on. But now there's a system in place that says you don't have to, because you can get welfare.
That's what I mean. They don't have they're complacent. They're being
Right. So
pacified.
yes. So with that being said, and people not paying attention to the play that's being there, by the time we wake up, we're no longer gonna have the voting power that we think we have. We're no longer gonna have any say so, because guess what? Y'all didn't want to work them jobs. Y'all didn't want to go to McDonald's. Y'all didn't want to go to Burger King, because everywhere over here that I go to, like to get something to eat, and even it started in Palm Beach, is either ran by management of Haitian or Hispanics. And I remember I called Tony one day on the phone, I said, Tony, are you noticing that like Burger King, McDonald's, and Checkers and all these places are total, especially over there by Tony House, is totally dominated and ran by Hispanics or Haitians. And it's like we don't have if we don't even apply for those type of jobs anymore. So guess what they said? We'll work them. And like you said, they're coming seeking. They're coming to get all that they want, and they got a team game plan concept.
See,
Everybody,
to them, money is money. To the American person, the
it's
job
status.
is a status, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking at it they're not looking at I can make this $20 an hour and prosper at McDonald's. They need to make sure they making $20 an hour and they have a title or something.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
Mm-hmm.
seeing the aspect as the other workers are. Oh, I can make $20 an hour here, but that job's not going to require so much of me, so I can then go and do more here and go do more here. And now I've maximized my time and my efforts to where my rewards and my means, they sitting on it.
Mm-hmm. But
But we
and I mean,
are struggling with it.
but the reason we're struggling with it, Kate, is because we're the individuals still trying to live like the Joneses.
Well,
Everybody
that's
else is living to have. See, when you're trying to live like the Joneses, that's that deception of, oh, if they got it, and you know what I'm talking about when I say if they got it, in order for me to feel validated, I have to have that too.
so
And
so that part, that's where you were saying earlier, maybe like a few minutes ago, about what they're working for. They're working to have like the Joneses, and that's what I meant by the people are in the 50s when they were coming up. They were working, and their energy is what says those groups work together. Yes, they do, Tina. They sure do.
mm-hmm. Yes,
But
they
back
do.
back when the slavery and all that oppression was going on, they were being denied the ability to go into Macy's, Lord and Taylor, and buy Polo, Ralph Lauren. So
Hold on.
now that
Can't read that.
they have access to free resources and they take advantage of them. Yes, they do. So
Hold on, Kate. Hold on, I want to ask Miss Johnson something. Miss Johnson, with the free resources that these people have the same resources that blacks do, which they take full advantage of. They get health care, they get food stamps, they get cash assistance, they get all of that the same, but that blacks take. But you're now saying that there's other resources that they get access to that blacks don't know about.
right, they get access to resources because they're migrant or immigrants. And blacks don't get those resources because we are not that stature. Now, I was saying about when you said back in the day when our people were coming up, they were had a different drive. They were being motivated. Where the people today are working, they're not having that same drive. Today's black people have the ability to spend and waste their money on what they could not have when our people were growing up. So that's where the biggest difference is. They were deprived of it. So they were fighting to be where we are today.
So you're saying they were deprived, and we're now feeling entitled.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And we need to get off of that.
But Kate,
that.
I remember reading where I want to say
Not at the
Rockefeller said.
same rate that Hispanics do. I agree with you on that one.
When you what do you mean by not? I'm just Miss Johnson. What do you mean by not at the same way that Hispanics do?
She said
Because I
not at the
remember
same rate.
what you mean by not at the same rate.
The question you asked.
Right. So I'm saying if we as a people know that there's other avenues and other hold on. Yes, they
Yes, they
definitely
definitely.
qualify for more resources than U.S. citizens. They maximize on that by bundling together with others. But that's the thing that I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. We are raised to prove our value as a black person by what we can get individually. They are raised that as much as we get together, we all win. There's a difference of raising, and there's and if you look at most cultures, whites believe the same thing that Hispanics do. Asians believe the same thing as Hispanics do. That's why you can go into an Asian family and see that they got a great grandmama still living in there. They got a grandmama or a granddaddy living up under the children, and they're all pouring in to that house to where now all and their children don't decide what they're going to be in the future. The parent tells them, especially in Asian culture, you're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a neuroscientist. You're going to be this. And guess what they do? Just what you said, Juicy. They start to nurture them into those directions.
And
Of
guess what?
become,
And guess what? They also get an IEP plan
well, again,
because they have what we consider a deficit. They have English as a second language.
mm-hmm.
So now that IE plan gets developed for that child to be the neurosurgeon. And what path should he take? We need to make sure we are definitely entitled, but I don't think it's our fault. No, it's not our fault. We're not at fault to where we are today because all of this has been imposed upon us. We have a choice to choose, but if we don't know
Okay.
what the right
Okay.
choice to choose is, because it's been foreshadowed to think that the other is better, that's not our fault. We are being tricked. We are being fucked. We going to school, and just like Umar is sitting here saying, don't get your child an IEP plan. Get your child an education plan to have him be a doctor so that he knows by 7th grade he should have already taken algebra 2 high school credit, so when he go to high school he don't have to take it, so by the time he graduate he taking college math.
I'm gonna disagree with that because just like Tony said earlier, Kate, every child don't learn at the same level.
No, it's not about the same level. It's a track. It's a path. It's a goal setting.
It could be.
We're
Hold on.
we
We
keep
keep
our
our resources
resources
within our
within
own
our.
household, which limits the growth. And but that has been, and I totally agree. But that's what I'm saying. There is a difference from the upbringing and raising. If you look, you can go to Little Haiti, you can go to little whatever they got these little spots that you know what I mean by how they all congregate together and put their money in. There is no place almost in any city that we go to where blacks are the majority, where we have a place where when some a black family's household burnt down and the black community say everybody's gonna pitch in, we're gonna Sister Betty's house burnt down and we go all pitch in. I'm talking about in the whole community. I'm talking about where black people dominate and everybody pitch in and come together with this lady got $100,000 raised in 2 weeks, where her shit is gonna be put back together in 3 months, and she got enough money with her kids to stay in a hotel till it's done. We don't do that.
We not a community.
We're not a community.
We were brought up on
For
the slave
self.
field, not just for herself, on the slave field to make sure that our bag got packed the most. We had to make sure that we carried our load and we had the bigger load or we were going to get beat. It's always been a competition to be better than our next person, our friend, our brother, our cousin. Because if not, there was consequences to that. We definitely need paths engaged and definitely need to have a decent support system. We surely do. So
Hold on. Okay.
we being told to close out.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen. The man behind the screen who got to go and pay the internet people a little bit more so he can have a little bit more favor on our show to be able to sit in front of the screen to participate is rushing me and the cakester off tonight because we doing our thing. And I just want to go ahead and thank him and our sister Teama and brother Jose for coming on tonight and giving what they could give. But we just definitely want to thank Miss Tina Mo. We want to thank Miss Johnson, whoever Miss Peaches was, the guy that came on, Mr. Johnny. We want to appreciate you guys for coming in and letting us know that you are watching. We're nothing without you guys. Also, Miss Chriselle for coming in. Just want to just thank you guys. We're steady growing, and I'm gonna go ahead and Cake, we gonna make this short. We ain't gonna do all the reading tonight. I want let them know Cake and Legacy and we out. Let them know.
Well, I gotta let them know. We done changed up on some things. And we here every Tuesday and Thursday.
What time are we
Tuesday,
here on Tuesday?
9 p.m.
And what time
9:05.
and what
9:05.
time and what time do we show on Thursday?
8 p.m.
8
So
p.m.
please make note to the time change and the day change. Tune in, like, and subscribe.
We on the TNT time now, Tuesday and Thursday.
TNT.
Listen, we appreciate you guys. You know what I say? ATL.
Look, ain't nobody there to cut us off.
You see what I'm talking about? I'm finna get out of here. Kate, sign out.
I don't know. I might stay on it. And woo, let me tell y'all a little bit something else since it's going. Peace, y'all.